My love. What happened yesterday? You and Sigurd disappeared during the feast, and when he returned, he went straight to our room without a word.
We talked for a time. I asked many questions, but got few answers. I wish I could say more.
Do you think Sigurd knows? About us?
I don't think so. He would have said something. Sigurd wants to blame me for every mishap that has befallen him, but gives me no credit for his rescue. I don't understand.
Yet he does speak with you. With me, he has gone totally silent. So, what now?
This is for Sussex. We burned it to the ground to save one man. Yet he's barely the man we were searching for.
Quite so.
Basim, have you spoken with Sigurd lately?
We talk from time to time. Why?
Have you noticed any change in him? Any loss of happiness or feeling?
He appears to me more thoughtful, introspective.
Thoughtful? That seems an understatement. He speaks as if he hears the voices of the gods whispering in his ear.
We live in a strange time, Eivor. Among stranger people. Sigurd may be among the blessed. But who can say for certain?
Indeed. What awaits in Jorvikshire?
Halfdan Ragnarsson, conqueror of the north, sends his greeting. He wishes to meet with Eivor Wolfkist personally.
Halfdan Jarl. I have heard that man's name so often. I feel as though I know him already.
He is currently entangled in a war with the Picts of the Northern Hills. I suspect he wants your counsel, or your axe. If you are keen to meet him, he asks that you join him at his war camp. I have the location here.
I'll go at once.
With caution, Eivor. Jorvikshire is currently at war with the Picts, a proud clan that lives just beyond the Roman wall.
Hello. Need something forged?
Good day. Is Gunnar about, or did he leave and not mention it?
My name is Rima, and Gunnar is a good friend of mine. Asked me to run his shop while he's away.
It is good to meet you, and strange to see Gunnar away from his forge.
Well, as far as I know, he's got a very compelling and beautiful reason for his absence. So here I am.
Well, if Gunnar has faith in you, I do too.
Then I say you have fine taste. Have a look at what I've got.
Hey, who's that?
Everyone all right?
Help the wounded, and get every man's name. We leave none behind.
Well met, Eivor Ravenfriend. Now there's a face I've seen before.
Faravit. We met in Jorvik, the Yuletide feast.
The Yuletide massacre. I remember. What brings you here?
Halfdan Jarl. He summoned me. Is he near?
He was, but the Picts hit us hard. We were separated.
Fresh attack from the hills.
Watch your backs!
Picts. They won't be happy to see the likes of me.
You'll die!
The Picts are just ahead. Lead the way and we'll watch your back.
Are you wounded?
If we die today, tonight we drink with Odin. Either way we claim victory! For Thor! For Ragnar! For Halfdan!
You owe me your life, old friend. Once again.
Halfdan Ragnarsson, we meet in the Forge of Battle. Surely a good sign.
I don't know you. One of Faroid's new dogs?
I am Eivor of the Raven clan.
Eivor, yes. Down in Mercia. Kingmaker with my brothers Ivar and Ubba and Finnr in East Anglia. From the tales I hear, I feared you might be taller.
That's not a fear you feel often, I imagine.
So you answered my summons. But the timing is poor, as you can see. Too many here are spent, battle-sore, thirsty. Faroid, have your men build field pyres for the dead.
At once, my Jarl.
Not here, not now. Then to Doncaster for a victory feast!
The oldest son of Ragnar Lothbrok, so he says. What do you make of him?
Heroic display. He makes a powerful first impression.
Just the way he likes it. Welcome to Jorvikshire, friend.
Well met, Faroid. I was hoping your Jarl would be as welcoming, but I suppose I must earn his trust.
Is that why you've come here? To earn Halfdan's trust? To find a seat at his table?
I have my own table. What I want is a bond of friendship between the new lords of England.
Among whom you count yourself, I suppose?
It is an ally I seek, not a master.
Well, there is but one lord of Northumbria.
You heard the Jarl. Take the gear and start digging.
Where would Halfdan Jarl hold court?
Please, Lady Moira. My wife grows ill.
I will attend to her soon, I promise. But Halfdan needs me now.
We crush them in spring. No sooner. That is the plan.
Yet my people suffer day by day.
Your people? Do you rule a shadow kingdom under my nose?
Our people suffer from these brutal winter raids. We magon newsian torcht on smithan. This work the Ishvandian mod.
Only a fool makes a long war in winter.
This war must end. That is my first concern. The time to strike
is when I say we strike. Halfdan's hammer protects this land. Tell my people that, King Rishia.
As you wish, my lord.
Who is this? Come closer.
Halfdan Ragnarsson. My sword arm answers your call.
Thank you for your tribute, Eivor Wolf-Kissed. Your battles and deeds are well known to me. And you are the hero of Jorvik. So sing my skalds.
Not just any hero. Eivor brought order to the city when King Rishie could not.
They say you rooted out a gang of thieves and traitors.
Not alone, but I led the charge.
You gifted my silver to the carls and churls of Jorvik.
To men and women who needed it most.
A foolish choice. The coin never left King Rishia's treasury.
I try never to regret the decisions I make in a time of war.
Agreed. To second-guess ourselves would only stall the victory. I don't regret sending Faravid to lead our strike against the Picts, in spite of Eivor winning the day.
Eivor and I felled them, Halfdan Jarl, so you could sweep in, stab a few cold corpses, and claim a glorious victory.
Old friend, your jests hit like Odin's spear, always on the mark.
I would not be here without your hammer, Great Jarl. Please accept this, your share of the loot we won today.
A thing of beauty. Frankish, I believe. What do you think, Eivor?
Wine goblets are for Roman kneelers. Give me a horn of mead any day.
There's wisdom in this one, Faravid.
By your leave, Lord, I must return to my forward camp. It's a long, cold ride.
Two-faced, smirking glory hound.
My lord, in your summons you said...
Shh. Not here. Not now. Dance, sing, and fill yourself with ale, then meet me atop this tower of stone. There I will weave a tale of friendship and treachery. A tale as old as the world.
Are you a nun? I thought nuns dressed like geese.
Nothing of the sort. I am Moira of Wika, Halfdan's herbalist. He is an ill man, and I do what I can to give succor and hope.
I saw him fight. He was in fine health then.
Thanks in part to my soothing tonics. Would you pardon me?
How true. I shall send a strongly worded note in protest.
King Rishie.
Ah, Eivor. We have missed your wit on the Jorvik Council.
I attend in spirit.
Would you lend us your wisdom now, if possible? We are at pains to determine how to deal with the Northern Picts.
Meet iron with iron. That's the way.
And this feast is how the Danes prepare their blades.
We fought well and won. Tomorrow we will fight again. But we must always make time for celebration.
I defer to your expertise. Hacking, hewing, and the like. Enjoy the feast, Councillor.
Sir, I'm told Halfdan can't read.
All this. We conquered this, he and I. Together!
You've earned great fame, won many battles across England.
But not alone. No. Bjorn Ironside, fearless Ubba, Ivar the Boneless, Sigurd Snake and I. Great warriors all. My brothers.
Gold is good and battle better, but glory never dies. Forever it lives in the Hall of Heroes, high on valor's steed.
Together we have conquered. Together with my friends, my clan. Faravid above all others. One sword is not an army, Eivor. Even a hero needs loyal friends. I have never lost sight of that. Never.
Have you room for one more among those you call friend?
What does friendship mean to you, Eivor?
Friendship goes beyond words. It is a solemn bond, a chain unbroken.
Spoken like the Fowler, it is indeed a kind of magic.
You wriggle like an eel in a basket, Halfton. What has caught you?
Friendship can also spoil, like rotten meat. After all these years, he dares to bite my hand.
Faravit. He seems a good and loyal man.
Seems, yes. As a bright sky in winter seems warm. But rumors fly of little men plotting treason in the dark.
Have you proof of his treachery?
Not yet. That is where you enter my saga. Prove this for me. Discover if Faravid has been disloyal. Then we shall talk of oaths.
Start me somewhere. Give me something to go on.
You see this? From a sea unicorn. I filter my mead and wine with it.
I've heard of such beasts. They swim below the ice, beyond the world's edge.
And their horns protect against poison.
You believe Faravid wants to poison you?
I fear he has tried. Countless times. And failed them all. You don't believe me, but I know the man. His gifts of wine, his easy smile, his envy, his plots. Learn the truth. Dig up... unearth his treason.
Why trust me with such a task?
Jorvik, you stopped the ill deeds of Audun and his swarm of rats. You can do the same here.
Like a good sword, honor has two edges. I'll help you.
Faravid has left the feast already, heading for his camp upriver. Join his warband, and behind his back, dig.
And if I find nothing, if he's a good and loyal man?
Even better, even better.
Fair enough. I will find what I find. Then return, my friend.
Don't let Faravid fool you. He is hiding something.
Stretch your wings, Sunan. That must be Faravid's camp ahead. Cold and dirty. Must be the place.
Throw yourself in Gunungagap, you bastard! I am not a dog!
Yet here you are, barking again.
Because we beg for scraps from Halfdan's table, like dogs.
Faravid!
Ah, Eivor, my friend. Is Doncaster hospitality to your liking?
I would be careful calling this one friend, Faravid. The crow who comes flapping when Halfdan gives a whistle.
Halfdan and I spoke, and what of it?
This is our fight, our chance for glory. Fly on home, crow.
Lend me a knife, Faravid. This whelp needs gelding.
Ofer, piss off. Small men always talk big. So, was Halfdan generous? Did you get what you came for?
If I help with your fight against the Picts, Halfdan will consider me a friend. So point the way, Faravid.
The Picts raided that monastery, plundered its silver and gold.
The Saxons built more churches and barns and filled them with herds of monks.
Yes, monasteries make tempting targets. And not just for us. We tracked Pictish raiders heading north.
Gold is fine, but victories are treasure. What's your plan?
To open their bellies with my knife.
I'm ready to fight. Let's put them in the ground.
Halfdan didn't send you north to fight a skirmish we could win with half our numbers. Why are you here, Eivor?
To help you battle the Picts, nothing more. He knows my reputation, and he knows what advantage I bring. You question my word?
You never gave it.
Then I give you my word, Fedovit. I'm here to fight pigs.
To arms, dogs! Let's roast some Picts! Watch for ambushes.
Should have stayed in Doncaster. More mead, fewer Picts.
There's no glory in guard duty. Move out! The Picts are just ahead. Lead the way and we'll watch your back. Are a sneaky lot, masters of guile and ambush. Have a care. Run forward! Faster! Faster! Thank Thor we made it. That was good war work, all.
This cave is a passage. The pigs are using it to cross the mountain.
A gift for us. You track them through the cave. We'll circle around back and snare any who try to slip away.
Good and godly places. I should be home filling my belly, not mucking about on the wrong side of the wall.
Ah, boil your head. We'll gang forth with our friends soon and then we'll all eat like kings. Heed my words.
Wrong side of the wall.
I see you!
Mates march this winter with help from an unknown quarter. The pigs spoke of Stenwaya, their camp.
That's to the north. Their chief may be there.
Danes, run!
Stop them before they reach Stenwaya!
They spotted us! Run forward! Faster!
Faster! Ulfra! Ulfra! Glory for Ulfra!
Go feed the worms!
Picked raiders south of the wall. Don't like it. That's the last one. Let us regroup at Stenwaya. We need to plan our next move. The Picts don't raid often during winter.
Their scouts are dead. The pigs won't know we're here.
The Hornets have led us to their nest. More than a chief up there.
Looks like the forward camp of an army. But would the pigs dare attack in winter?
Halfdan thinks not, and the Picts may use that to their advantage.
Let's find out. Show me what lies ahead. Why would the Picts make war in winter? They must have a reason. Something to gain. Cast about this land, my friend.
You come to join your boys. Simple fight, simple death.
You're on the wrong side of the Giant's Wall, friend. Have you come to make war in winter? Fool! He might have talked!
We got what we came for.
Is that more Frankish wine? I'll take a few casks. And that silver there.
Ulfr, that's Halfdan's share. Eivor, just in time to divide the spoils. Take some meat, if you like.
The pigs are at Magnus. This map spells it out.
Ah, the wolf-kissed is a reader. That stark satyr I'll never mess with.
Worry about the Picts later. Now's the time for treasure and spoils. You earned it.
It should be ours. We did the work. All of it. And nothing for Halfdan, warming his cock in a Saxon castle.
Open that cask and we'll have a taste. We'll celebrate together.
Sorry, friend, but that's Halfdan's take. You understand.
Don't make me say it twice. Crack the wine and drink with me.
If you insist, we'll all drink some stinking wine. A little sour, but not bad. I've always preferred ale myself, or spiced mead. What I won't drink is one of Moira's herbal brews. She claims they're a tonic, but there's no telling what she hides in those drinks.
Moira. I met her at the feast.
She's a herbalist from the north, always skulking in the shadows of Halfdan's throne.
It's a big throne. Don't you all skulk around it from time to time?
Why all these doubts, Eivor? You're a warrior, not a rumor-monger.
Doubt is too strong a word. But there is a feeling of mistrust among you. I want this alliance to be ironclad.
Then let me change your mind. I've got a plan to win this war for good, before the winter sets in. Magnus is a strong fort, but we'd be attacking from the south. With speed, we'll catch them off guard.
With Halfdan's blessing, I'd fight beside you anywhere. Name the time and place.
No, Halfdan is done fighting for the winter. He thinks it too great a risk, but I say we can win this war before the next snow. If we tell him of this plan, he'll refuse, but if we succeed, You and I together, he'll sing our praises all the louder.
There are no secrets in this world or the next. The Old Father sees everything.
We need not fear Odin's eye, only Halfdan's wrath.
I must return to Doncaster for a time, but I will join you for this battle.
Deliver this goblet to my Jarl. He has a fondness for them. And tell him his share of the spoils is coming. When you're ready, find me near Jorvik at a place called the Waltz.
Halfdan's share shrinks up to each victory. Like his cock, eh?
Halfdan will be waiting for his gift in Doncaster. Do not keep him waiting.
They'd better watch his back. Calling me out like that.
Slow sips, Halfdan. It helps the brew stay down. Drink the rest.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Moira. That is all for now. Her soothing herbs lift the fog from my mind for a time.
How long has she been mixing these for you?
You're stalling, Eivor. Tell me what you've learned. What news from the north?
The Picts were beaten back. We took their lives and their treasures. Faravid asked me to deliver this.
Is he taunting me? Faravid poisons the wine he gifts me. These goblets are a cruel joke. He is mocking me.
We did capture some barrels of Frankish black. He said they were for you, but I made him open a cask. We drank together. There was no poison.
Speak without guise, Eivor. Does he plot against me or no? Does he keep secrets? Give me something I can use.
Now you must choose between treason and madness. Between the serpent's fang and the bite of a rabid wolf.
Faravid asked for my silence, but Halfdan expects the truth. If I am not careful, these lies will pile up one upon the next.
You have grown awfully silent, Wolf-Kissed.
Faravid has planned an attack on the Picts at Magnis, without you.
That twin-faced, backstabbing glory-eater! When? Tell me.
I won't know until we meet again, at a place called the Waltz.
Good. Go to him. Watch, listen. Unearth his lies. You will find them.
If you fear poison, Lord, you must consider everything. Even Moira's brew.
Impossible. Moira has been with me for an age. She is no witch. She is kind and... Perhaps you could speak with her and find out for yourself. She stays within Doncaster, not far from here. If you learn something, find me north of Doncaster. One of my scouts there has troubling news. Heal, Bjornton! We're going for a walk down to the temple.
Moira's not here. This letter came from Wike. She must have gone there. I should go to Wike, find Moira. It's a small village. Moira's house must be near.
of there, you heathen lover!
Away from my house, you ruffians!
What's this ruckus?
Stand back, Dane. There's a witch within that house. We've come to burn it down.
She's no witch. She's Halfton's healer.
That proves it. Dark magic, that is.
Clear out, all of you, before I beat you senseless.
Away from my house, you ruffians!
You can't hide forever!
Oh, goodness! You're not one of them. You must help me slip free.
Moira, we must go before they burn your cottage to cinders.
I can't go out there. They'll steal me away and burn me at the stake.
All right, I see two ways out of this, but neither is without risk.
Do what you must, only hurry. I leave myself in your hands.
I'm as good with words as I am with weapons. It'll take some convincing, but I can talk my way out of this.
Lead on then. I shall follow.
Go home, all of you. This woman is in my care now.
Who died and made you sovereign of Northumbria now?
I am the wolf-kissed, killer of men, feeder of ravens. Stand back, or I will wear your bones as ornaments.
Jesus. Ease up now. We was only protecting our hamlet here. Tell Halfton he can have her.
Now, leave this woman alone. Even look away again and it will be the last thing you see. Moira, it is safe to go. We'll be safe here.
Thank you, Eivor. 1,000 times I thank you.
And if I ask you to drink your own brew?
I would, gladly. And often do from time to time, to ensure it's not overly bitter before serving to Halfton.
When you said there's no cure for what ails Halfton, you mean he's touched in the head?
I fear so. The same malady bedeviled my mother. The body breaks down and the mind falls apart over time. It's a terrible thing.
I need your help, Moira. The brews you mixed for Halfton, what goes into them?
Oh, quite a diverse mixture. Let me see. Lavender, rosemary, meadowsweet, yarrow, soothing herbs, nothing uncommon.
I should return to Halfton. He said he would be at the Temple of Flora.
Tread lightly this topic with him, if you would tread it at all.
Who's out there?
Halfton, good to find you here.
The Raven Feeder returns. Now keep quiet. I'm hunting a band of traitors lurking about this swamp.
Who told you there were traitors here?
My scout. He asked me to join him here, but he is nowhere to be found. Have a look around. Tell me if you see something. Eivor, search the perches and lookouts here. We could be spying from above. Olav! Speak to us! Where are you?
He's clinging to life. I should carry him down.
Help! Olav!
I found your scout, but his wounds are grave.
Olav. Poor Olav. He will be buried with honors. I will see to that. Walk the bridge, old friend. I will see you on the other side. Beanton may track his attackers. Get them, boy. Good boy. Follow their trail. Sniff them out, boy! We will paint the ground with their blood!
Who are these men you suspect of treason?
Thieves who stole my war spoils.
Looks abandoned. Are you...
The trail ends, but nobody's here.
Be my eyes, Sunan. Here, a hidden entrance. They might be lurking below. These pipes burst and flooded the tunnel.
Even this old Roman work cannot withstand the icy kiss of winter's goddess.
Look there. The pipes cut through that wall. Could there be more rooms beyond? The Romans were fine craftsmen. These chambers are vast and decorated and laced with piping.
Yet they went mad and vanished, just like their gods. Moira's books tell us so. Ah, here, you see? Spoils of war. Mine! Stolen from me! I am beset on all sides, Eivor. By plotters and schemers.
What kings and jarls are not? Your territory is vast and wealthy.
Everyday decisions I make change the lives of thousands. It is a burden few could bear. Yet I do. I do. You spoke with Moira. What did you learn?
She means well. I don't believe she would poison you. Not willingly. She also said she'd seen your illness before. In her own family, said it came on slow but was incurable.
No. No, this is not an illness. This is poison. Somehow someone is poisoning me.
Shh. Listen.
These will be the thieves who stole my tribute.
Smells like a trap.
Wolf-kissed and Halfdan, well met. Come, fill your bellies with mead.
You stole this tribute. By rights, this is mine. It was meant for me.
We stole nothing. Faravid gifted this to us for a hard day's battle.
And did you take my scout Olav in that battle? Your brother in arms? Did he too have to die for this tribute?
That was Olav? Damned fool! We thought he was a thief!
The only thieves here are the ones drinking my mead and spit-shining my silver! You! Cowards and traitors!
We are owed this bounty, Jarl, for battles won and blood let. Eivor, you tell him!
They only took their rightful share.
You are traitorous worms. But Eivor seems to think you deserve pity, so I will give it this once. Return my spoils to Doncaster, and I will wipe this day from my memory.
I can't do that. It is our share. We fought for it. killed for it, bled for it. If we don't get the glory, we deserve our share.
The barking will stop. They forced my hand.
Take hold of your fear, Halfdan. It can poison your mind.
Faravid killed this man, not me. He forced my hand with sleights and trickery. He... Forgive me, I find it hot in these furs. The day must be warming. You have a meeting with Faravid. Is that not right?
I do, at the walls.
Yes, I know the place well. It is on the road between Jorvik and Picheringa. Press him, Eivor, as hard as you can. Never let up, and bring me proof of his treachery, or otherwise. Traitors, thieves. No right. They had no right to... It's rightfully mine. Faravid the rat. Words are poison.
Eivor, welcome. Join me in drowning this golden drink. You made it. Come, have a drink.
You're a few horns deep already.
Yet still floating. Tell me, how did my old friend like his goblet gift?
There were other things on his mind. Your man Ulfra, for instance. He died protecting the spoils he stole from Halfdan.
Ulfr. Poor Ulfr. I told him to mind your tongue, but he wags it like a slobbering dog.
Was Halfdan always so easily riled?
No. Riches and glory have shaped him into something new. He's not the same man he used to be.
What is this place? I expected an army, ready for warcraft.
This was our first camp in Northumbria. I came here with Halfdan and his brothers, Ubba and Ivar. We besieged Jorvik and put King Alla in the cold ground. Those were good days, now too far gone.
What is all this?
My share of the treasure we took from those distant days. I buried it here for a rainy day. This bag is heavy with silver. Enough to pay for an army.
Come! Race me to Jorvik, Eivor. Remind me of the glories long gone.
You're too drunk to win a race.
Then have a drink. Make it fair.
What's keeping you, friend Eivor? Waiting for spring? Best not fall off your horse.
See you in Jorvik. Having trouble keeping up?
My horse must be deeper in the cups than I am.
What are we doing in Jorvik? You haven't said.
Paying a visit to our kept King Rishi. Long may he reign. I haven't enough men to beat the Picts alone, but with Rishi and his Fyrd, we'll finish them off.
You would bring a puppet king into this fight, but not your Jarl.
Shh! Keep this to yourself. The streets have ears, the windows have eyes.
I did not agree to this level of deception. You should have told me this before.
Eivor, my friend. If I described my full strategy, we might never leave the campfire.
I prefer the light of a fire to the darkness of your plans. Don't do it again.
Things are better now, are they not? Ever since Alvin. Speak not a blasted name.
Stretch your wings, Sunan.
I've been afraid to touch even a drop of wine since the Yuletide feast.
One more reason to stick with ale.
Hey! Are you drunk?
I wish Yuletide happened every month. The daily slog kills.
Wait. A favor I must ask of you. Make no mention that Halfdan is ignorant of our plans. It's better this way.
Are you mad? Rishi answers to Halfdan. You put this man in grave danger if he defies his master's will.
Rishi cannot defy orders he has never heard, no? Trust me. I will take the blame should our plan fall apart.
Eivor the Wolf-Kissed and Halfdan's cupbearer? What a curious surprise.
I hope the day finds you and Jorvik well.
Yes, we scrape by, with what little we still own. But this new war should make us wealthy once again. Until our tribute is taken.
I smell the bile on your breath, King. Do not forget who is in charge here.
Oh, do remind me, Faravid. Yesterday it was Halfdan, but today I hear whispers that you are leading the charge. I am confused.
Yes, you answer to Halfdan. And now he orders one final strike on the Pict stronghold at Magnus.
To make war with the North on such a scale will require a hefty amount of silver and a large force of men.
My soldiers and silver are pledged already. I expect the same from you.
I have given my aid as well. The battle must be decisive.
I see. And you have these orders from Halfdan in writing, yes? From the great man himself?
Not with us, but you can rest assured Halfdan has need of you. He expects a swift victory.
I'm sorry, Faravid, but duty compels me to refuse. Without strict orders from Halfdan, I will not risk the lives of so many.
You deny me?
I do. To gift you an army puts my wealth and reputation at risk. That's not what Halfdan wants. He needs a strong and loyal king.
You presume to know what Halfdan wants.
Hearsay is not enough. For all I know, this is another of Halfdan's tests.
The greatest snake in Northumbria that Saxon is. But we need his army to take Magnus.
And we'll have it, if we falsify orders from Halfdan ourselves.
You would do this? Draw up fake orders and pass them off as real?
That's it, and I know just who to speak with. Hjor of Jorvik. He'll know what we need.
Good. Hjor's favorite alehouse is nearby. Seek him there.
Costs more than bread. Things were better under Arden.
Hjor, this crowd won't listen to reason.
Give us Hjor! Just where I hoped you would be.
Eivor! Gods! You have come at just the right moment.
Right then, what's this?
Go home or get hurt, but you won't bother my friends.
I'll bother who I please, after I brick your face to the brains. Go to split you!
Eivor,
Always the fighter.
Thank you, Wolf-Kissed. Those men will wake up soon enough.
With greater sense, I hope. What brings you back to Jorvik?
Secret errands for Halfdan. I need an army of men to face the Picts in the north.
Has Halfdan planned an attack he cannot afford? That's not like him.
To be clear, Faravid made this plan, not Halfdan.
Does Halfdan know of this plan, or?
He doesn't, but he's given me leave to act as I must, for reasons I cannot share.
Yes, we've heard the rumors, and all our messages have gone unanswered.
Can you aid me with some trickery? Help me forge a set of orders from Halfdan himself to force Rishia's cooperation.
You'll be taking quite a risk. You'll have my thanks. We can meet outside the Royal Hall after you have the documents.
I'm feeling a bit dry over here.
Join me for a drink. You both seem to have settled well in the city. Yes, we do enjoy the comforts we have here. But I still think about Norway. The cold and the warmth. Stay on the road safe, Eivor. I try to.
Here, take this forgery and pray that King Rishia sees nothing amiss. I trust you know what you're doing.
Straight from Halfdan's hand, as you see.
Yes, yes. Well, if Halfdan's loyal mules have pledged to fight, still, my help will come at a price.
If you're speaking of coin...
I remind you that your soldiers are mine.
Halfdan's, my good man. Halfdan's soldiers, for these are Halfdan's orders. Correct? But I jest. I jest.
All is in order, then.
If Halfdan commands, I shall raise my feared, and you shall have your fighting army.
Good. Get them marching at once. This must happen soon.
As soon as they are mustered, Lord Faravid, and no sooner. Eivor, a moment with you?
I'll meet you at Stenway.
Faravid is Halfdan's man. So are the Hemmings of Nottinghamshire, as are we here in Jorvik. But not you.
I don't like talk that dances around thorns.
For whom are you fighting, truly?
We all fight for Halfdan, and for Northumbria.
Loyal to the bone, aren't you?
Why ask me of loyalty? What are you seeking?
An innocuous question. Loyalty is a word that slides off the lips like honey. Sweet to the taste, but never lingering. There are things simmering in Northumbria, hidden from even you. Take heed, and have a care.
Varovich should be waiting at Stenway. Where are the Saxons? We need them to take the fortress.
Patience. Rishi promised an army.
What about Jor and Jovina?
Lovina is ahead with a dozen of Jorik's swords. Come. Our Saxon allies have reached Magnus. We should march. Meet us on the field near the fortress. We'll make our plans there.
Then join us. Or stay home out of spite.
This plan. I feel uneasy. Let us hope this goes well.
Zami.
Eivor, over here.
What do you see?
On the battlefield once more, old friend.
Yes, my Jarl. As in days of old.
Who are you to speak of the old days? The days when my word was bond. The days when the light of my glory lit the world. How dare you speak of those days, as if they meant anything to a traitor like you?
Who told you of this?
My new ally is more loyal than my old friend.
Eivor Two-Faced. That is your name.
Gently, friend. I told Halfdan because it was my duty.
Enough bickering, all of you! We are at the edge of war. Preserve your rage for the enemy.
Ljufina talks sense. We fight this battle and we end this war. At this moment, nothing else matters.
Look there! The pigs send a message.
Raven Tamer, with me. You will talk them into a surrender with your sword-sharp tongue. Stay back, men!
These Picts came in great numbers. They came to fight.
If this is a trick, do what you must.
Turn tail and run back beyond the wall.
The Romans built that wall to keep us out. But they are gone, and we remain. Someday you too will disappear.
Wall or no wall, we have more gods than you.
We may have but one god, Hedon. But we have many more friends.
Who now is the rightful king of Northumbria? The kingdom has spoken!
Careful! They mean to ban us! Extend the ladders!
Charge! And may the Scots remember us! Press on! Let the Picts remember this in their hell!
Eyes open for the coward King Rhyssia!
Ah, the sweet taste of victory! And Ricia defeated. Was he the thorn at my back? The traitor I suspected all this time?
Save your praise, Halfdan. Ricia may yet live.
That coward will be dead in a snowdrift somewhere. It matters not.
This day is not done until we've seen his corpse. Do not relent. Not yet.
Eivor, rise like an eagle or caw like a crow.
Hold the wall!
Watch my back. I'll gut your corpse!
Block that gate!
More sends more picked skulls to my hammer.
Ricia! There! He's fleeing to the north!
You meet the spirits this day, traitor.
Faithful counselor, please help me back to Jorvik. Let my heart expire at home.
I have no favors left to offer you, Ricia. Soon you will walk beside your god.
But I see no light. I feel no warmth. Only an icy darkness, a cave.
Hell's frozen door welcoming you.
What waits for me there, Eivor? What waits for me?
A traitor's death for a treasonous fool.
He was the hero in tales he told himself. The Saxon who loved his homeland. You cannot begrudge him that.
There is something in that. No more Saxon kings, Eivor. I am through playing the puppeteer. The fate of this shire rests on my shoulders alone.
You'll take the crown yourself, and the extra burden it brings.
I will. But I will not rule alone. My friends and my allies will keep me standing upright. Let us talk of our alliance in Jorvik. Leave this king to his winter kingdom.
Have a look, Sunan.
am a wound that festers. A scent that stinks in the sun.
Greetings. Is this battlefield yours?
This is the gutter of an unchained Drengr. A lost Drengr. That is what I am. I am vile. I should not be allowed to suck on clean air.
A Drengr kills honorably, with glory and pride. Were these men not innocent?
Many of them were. Many were not. Their blood is now mingled, and it stinks of the iron of my blades. What an end! Beloved Ragnar Lothbrok. He always kept me in check. He steadied the ship of my Hugr. Without him, I have lost my bearings. I scare myself. Not a thread of decency remains. The Drengr I was, I have lost him. Would you end this suffering for me?
You live with a great pain. One that cannot be eased by a Vergild, nor a reckoning.
Yes, you know my pain. And you look as though you could end it. Do this then. A final kindness for an unworthy wretch.
Lost Drengr, I will fight you, and help you find what Ragnar gave you.
Loki's children, take me one and all!
It's learn the tricks of both! To us both! Golden trolls! You have lanced me, Nakvila, the fetid boy. Let this death be the only good I have done since my master's death.
Odin welcomes all kinds, so long as they war louder and drink faster than the last man.
Again, I find traces of the Nephilim. By edict of the local king, I shall prayeth to him, that this light may be known as holy. These luminous placards are the divining rods of him who speaks to me. With effort, I seek the union of all his holy creations. Ita, Juno, Minerva, names that enter my head. Are these the Nephilim he reveals to me? Are these stones their signposts? I pray for your guidance, Lord. Amen.
There is a force here. Invisible.
frequency shaking and sweating. Our hardness stops now.
Farewell. The trolls await.
My weapons are polished and prepared, if you wish to dance.
Hail, warrior. You keep this estate?
I do. I'm Gottfried Fairrobe, celebrated Drengr of the Great Heathen Army, trusted Golden Helm of Ragnar Lothbrok. I intend a clean and honorable battle as my days grow old and rotten. I wish to keep myself dignified in my death rattle.
Your upkeep is impressive.
My war garments are unblemished, well-groomed and pristine. Ragnar taught me self-respect when we summoned here.
A clean conscience, unblemished oaths, and immaculate loyalty are of higher value than any well-dusted piece of armor.
A resonant thought. Now, will you oblige me? An honorable and clean battle is all I ask for now.
May Odin visit us in this dance. Let us fight. Prepare your garb for a last drenching of raven wine.
I'm in prime condition.
Martin, take this sword!
My wounds bleed clean. Thank you for this last song of well-wrought iron and immaculate blows.
Go to your shining, flawless victory. Farewell, honorable Drengr. Moira, is Halfdan about?
Eivor, welcome. Halfdan has stepped outside with Baravid. They shouldn't be far.
I need your eyes, my friend.
Rishi, I struggle to be surprised.
I was caught off guard, but I should not have been. A fog set in and I could not see the forest before me. Old friend. Long ago, we stormed this sea of wagons under winter's blanket. You have stood at my side for many long years.
Proudly, brother. Come, let's share the balm of all torment, the soothing liquid of chaos.
The ceremony hastens to start. Let's not keep the crowd waiting.
Eivor! Yes, let us go. To inscribe our names in history. No more pulling strings. This throne and its burdens are mine.
Go on, steady your balls.
and ask her to shake asses with you.
But I've never danced with anyone before.
Have you had enough fun? My crowning must come soon.
I'll save some for later. Let's make a king of you.
To Eivor and the Raven clan of Mercia, our newest ally in blood and glory!
To Halfdan King, I lift my horn and raise my brow to speak this praise. Crown spire, stout oak of Valkyries, spinner of battle wisdom. Long may you live and rule. Skull! Skull! Moira. What is this metal? It's soft like Roman pipes.
Ah, that's lead. A toxic metal.
And was it lead that drove the Romans mad? Can metal do this to a man?
Oh, God in heaven, yes. The Romans knew this well. And my poor mother, she drank from cups like these for so long.
You... All these years you gifted me poison! You gifted me madness!
Old friend, please. Your sickness has clouded your judgment.
This sickness was no accident. I trusted you.
Sheath your weapon, Fedovit.
Eivor, make this man see sense. He's old, sick, and his mind is unclear.
Horse shit! You want me dead, you lying shithog? I was a fool to not see it!
Treason must never go unpunished.
After all we did together? After all we won?
If any of my clan committed such a betrayal, I would rip his flesh from his bones.
You are not the warrior you used to be, old friend.
Traitor! Kill him! Feed him to the wolves!
The end of our road.
Stand, you treasonous bastard! Stand and fight me!
Old friend, do you remember the days we raced our horses across the length of this land? You were always faster. You always won. Because I let you win, my Jarl. So I will let you win one last time. We will meet once more in the corpse hall.
Afton, it's time I go. I am leaving for Mercia, going home.
Then go with this. A sign of friendship. A bond between our clans, a symbol of the pain and suffering it took to win the peace.
I hope we were right about him.
Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randi. Best tell her the good news.
Sean, these memory stream fragments I'm finding, are they adding up to anything?
Nothing coherent so far, just random clips. Hard to say how they all fit together.
Damn it.
I think there's more here than meets the eye. Just keep going.
That mad one, that one-eyed wretch. He has taken our son, imprisoned him for invented crimes, and locked him away.
As he said he would, love. Do you not remember his threat? You should have been more careful.
Having no power to stop him, to save our son, no recourse.
What can we say? And to whom? Must the world know about our children? Must your wife learn of us? Is that a risk you want to take?
I must do something. Anything.
Almost there. 8 down, 2 to go.
Good. And here comes another kaleidoscopic gemstone of gibberish.
Not bad, Sean. Working on your kennings?
As a matter of fact, I am, yes. Thank you for noticing, Data Wrangler.
I got the data. Here it comes. You have a second?
Yeah, sure. What's on your mind?
How long ago did this precursor race die out?
Near as we can tell, about 75,000 years ago. Hard to pinpoint an exact date. I can't tell if it was a Tuesday.
That's a long time. So why won't they leave us the hell alone?
Good question. I think a blinding arrogance, coupled with a crippling fear of extinction, would drive a lot of people to desperate measures. They knew their human creations would survive the coming catastrophe. So a few of them devised ways to carry their imprint forward, hoping that, well, we might be able to resurrect them at some point in the future.
Would you resurrect one if you could?
Well, we tried once before. Didn't work out.
Right.
Remind me when this is over to give you access to our files from 2012. It's big picture stuff.
It's definitely Alethea in those anomalies. I can't make out that other voice.
I had a listen. Feels like we're hearing conversations from the Isu era.
That's unheard of.
You saw simulations of that era, didn't you?
I did, but it's hard to know what was real and what was invented. There was Isu tech mixed with Greek architecture. It felt crafted. For a purpose, like Alethea was testing me.
I'd love to see the playbacks of those simulations. Can you get them?
Not likely. I'd have to talk with my old team, and... well, that was a hard time.
Right. If you're worried about losing power, don't be. We have enough fuel to power the generator for 3 weeks.
God, I could never get used to that.
This one begins a long time ago at a desert oasis, far away. A place of mystery, wonder, and a temple to a hidden god. The guardian of this temple was a proud man, kingly in nature, but not in fact. A protector of holy wisdom. And this protector had a wife, a scholar, who spent her days reading ancient tomes and deciphering the secrets of the desert. Together they had a son, in whom they hoped to instill all their skill and knowledge. The boy was to be a union of their love. But then it came to pass that the king of that land arrived to seize the temple for himself. The protector resisted. In the battle that followed, the boy was killed and the temple was taken. Struck with grief, the protector and the scholar separated.
A king who kills a child is an ergi. They should kill him back.
Indeed. But for a long time, the protector and the scholar followed solitary paths, seeking for a way to revenge their son. But in their isolation, they found only anguish and pain. Alone, they could do nothing but weep and thrash at the fates. After many fruitless years, they came together again to mourn their failure. They embraced as they had in their youth. And in that joining, they realized what was missing. Only the union that had produced their son would lead to their victory. So the protector taught the scholar to fight and ride and seek, while the scholar taught the protector wisdom and deep knowledge. As they trained and studied, they became inseparable, moving, eating, sleeping as one. They were never seen apart. Until one day, they met upon the river's edge. They had learned all they could, her from him. him from her. It was here they kissed and separated. She traveled east, he west. They were never seen again. It is said, however, that once every year, 2 eagles would return to that very spot to linger and look upon the sea. The people of the region like to see these eagles, for they are an omen, a symbol of protection.
They turned into birds, like Loki became a salmon.
Perhaps. Still, others say that the eagles were their children, born of a love that could never endure. But who is to say for sure?
A stirring story. Fanciful but sincere enough.
Me? Fanciful? All of my stories are perfectly and mostly true. Always nice to see a friendly face. So...
Hey there, how are you?
It was rubbish. You had discarded it.
It was not rubbish. I intended to use it. Please, calm down.
Randvi, what is this?
Another dispute, I'm afraid, with Holger stirring the pot once again. Will you sit in judgment?
Judgments are the burden of a Jarl. This is Sigurd's duty now.
He refuses to leave his quarters. Right now, you are the only noble fit for this.
I don't know. It is not my place.
Please. Only until Sigurd recovers his strength.
All right. Once more. Gudrun, Holger, come forward. You'll state your cases and I'll hear you out and be as swift in my judgment as I am able. Gudrun, you may speak.
I have been robbed, Eivor. My property defaced. 3 days ago, I discovered some of my sailcloth missing. I scoured the settlement in search of it. Passing Holger's home, there I see it. Boldly displayed and worse, defaced, with scrawls and silly stories upon it.
Lies and slander!
Holger, quiet. You're well acquainted with the rules of this trial. Now, Gudrun, what did you do upon discovering your sailcloth?
I confronted him, demanding silver. For sil with Holger's inky scratching cannot be sold or bartered, can it? I ask only that I be paid for the property that was taken from me, yet he refuses.
So Holger took something that belonged to you and defaced it. Now you wish to be paid for the item. Do I understand?
That is right.
Holger, what say you in your defense?
Short days ago, I found a pile of mildew-stained detritus beneath the docks, and salvaged what I could. I wish to use it as a canvas, you see? As a conveyance for my latest works. The sailcloth was in such a state, and so obscured from view, I assumed it was refuse, abandoned goods.
I see.
My motives were honest, Eivor. Would a thief be so brazen as to display the fruits of his crime? Hardly. Yet here she claims I have robbed and defaced her property, when all I took was rubbish left by to rot.
Nonsense.
My only crime here is that I gave something ugly and decrepit a bold new life.
I see. So you feel Gudrun disposed of something, and now unreasonably seeks its return.
Exactly. Yes.
All right. I have heard enough.
I might have profited from that cloth. Holger has all but robbed me of a future boon.
It was garbage. Yet now it's a part of something greater. If anything, I have increased its value. You ought to thank me.
Oh, I will thank you with the back of my...
Quiet. Let me speak. After careful thought, it is clear that...
What is this? What are you doing?
Holger and Gudrun are at odds. I hope to find a resolution.
That duty is mine alone, Eivor. You know this. Stand aside.
You were not here, brother. Nor did I wish to bother you.
A sallow excuse for such a bold defiance. I hope you enjoyed it. Are you finished singing, my dear Skald?
My Jarl, as I was saying,
Stop! Enough! I have heard more than enough to render my judgment. For as long as I've known you, Holger, you have spun words into lies. You weaken the minds of children, and delude the minds of men.
I've shown you too many years of tolerance. And rather than exist in grateful meekness as Holgeir the Liar, you sink lower. You become Holgeir the Thief, robbing a woman of her livelihood, all in the name of your stupid stories.
Sigurd, you all know that is not the—
This is the consequence of your actions. You will pay Gudrun the value of 30 sailcloths.
30 times? Surely you jest. That would ruin me, Sigurd.
Do I look like one to play pranks, Holgeir? Pay the fee, or be exiled.
Great, Jarl. If I may, I seek only compensation for a single sailcloth. The rest
30 times! In silver! That is my judgment.
Eivor, please. Does this not seem unfair?
Sigurd is our Jarl. His word is law, whether or not you agree.
You see?
Of course, my Jarl. As it must be. Forgive my defiance.
Thank you, Lord, for hearing us out.
See to it that judgment is carried out exactly as I have said. Should the need arise again, do not fail to rouse me.
Thank you, Holger. And please, do not let this blunt our friendship. I did not mean for this to escalate.
No, I understand. You were well within your rights.
Good to see you, darling.
Sigurd,
Leave me be.
if you wish it.
I want to thank you for your judgment, Eivor. For stepping in when Sigurd would not, in spite of what happened.
Poor man. I've never known him to be so angry and reckless. Is that a side you have seen?
Rarely. There have been moments when he was distressed, worried, afraid. But nothing like this. Never, ever like this.
Let us do our best for him, as we take care of our own. We are his best hope for healing.
If it is not too late. In the meantime, we press on.
I entered Jorvikshire to meet Halfdan Jarl, and I left a friend of Halfdan the King. We have an oath at last.
Good. Very good.
What transpires in Gloucestershire?
You may have noticed that Gunnar has disappeared from his forge. He has traveled to Gloucestershire in search of a wife.
A wife?
He is in love.
When did this happen?
When doesn't this happen with our dear lovelorn blacksmith? But there is a bright side. He has asked you to join him.
Join his search for a wife?
And see that he does not make a fool of himself. I believe he thinks that your presence would bolster his image.
All right, I'll be Gunnar's keeper, if only to bring him back in one piece.
Very generous of you. Make for the town of Gloucester. You will find him there.